Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the GXSimmer, and I bet you're wondering why I was so late on today's news. Well, the simple answer is I was working on a major project, and I did not have time. And while I was working on this project, would you know it, news about Lovestruck dropped. So we're going to jump into that. We're going to do a deep dive, see if this pack really is going to be fantastic and if these leaks could be the real deal and what's behind these leaks. Some people are like Pixelate. I've heard him say on his channel he thinks it might be planned at this point. Some people are saying no, it's complete and utter incompetence that these leaks are happening. And some people are just saying that there are people that know where to look and they have the right angles and they have the right connections, and that's how it happens. But whatever you believe, do I love Lovestruck? We're going to talk about it. And if you like today's content, like, share, subscribe, click notifications so you always know when I'm coming out with new content. Let's talk about Lovestruck. All right. Now, I touched on Lovestruck a little while ago. I did it on my GXSimmer live program that aired on Saturday. And I talked about it in a short time. I didn't go into a lot of depth. And of course, when that trailer drops, I'm going to really do a deep dive on that trailer. I'm going to analyze that. I'm going to go backwards and forwards. And this is my first expansion pack trailer reveal that I'm going to do live. So I'm really excited about that. And I can't wait to hang out with you and share my thoughts on that and get your questions, and we're going to have a great time with that. But you know, I really have to say I like the direction that this pack is going in. Now, first of all, I like the world that they're basing it on. The world they're basing it on sounds to me like a Mexican-Brazilian hybrid, more Mexican. And as we know, in Mexico, there are beautiful places to go. There are places with rich culture and history, and there's ancient ruins, ziggurats of the Aztec civilization. And of course, everyone knows about Cancun. Cancun is, yeah, it's just awesome. But there are also other places in Mexico, villages and such, with great festivals and great food. And I'm looking forward to that. And I also like the idea that they're throwing a little bit of Brazil in there, because when I think of Brazil, I think of carnival. I think vibrant. I think colorful. I think very passionate people. And like America, Brazil is made up of a bunch of different people from all over. You meld those two together, you've got a really good idea for a world here. And right now we're seeing that this world, apparently according to the leak, is 13 lots, which was the same as Horse Ranch. I gotta say that's a pretty good number. Now, personally, I would love to see in the next iteration of The Sims, aka Project Grenade, the ability to please allow us to create our own lots with our own sizes and customize that. That would be great. That would be wonderful. Thank you very much. And even though it didn't happen, we know Life by You was canceled recently. That was something I was looking forward to in that game. The ability to customize your lot. The ability to actually make these whole worlds your own. And I would really like to see that in the next iteration. But for this game, The Sims 4, of course, we need to get worlds the way that the Sims team is going to deliver them. And I like the idea that this is fitting the whole romance vibe. It's fitting the whole flirty, passion, love is in the air kind of feeling. It's got that motif down perfectly. And of course, I'm looking forward to some of the interactions that are coming with this. Now, we saw that in The Sims 2. I talked about this on the live stream the other day. Sims 2 had some of the best attraction and chemistry systems ever, in my opinion, really ever. And you could see it. If you go back and you play Sims 2 and then you compare it to Sims 3, Sims 4, you really do have a better compatibility, attraction, chemistry system that existed. Now, if Sims 4 is building on top of that and expanding that further, I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. I really cannot wait to get my hands on Lovestruck and really do a deep dive and just explore every little nook and cranny there is. Another big point to this pack, people have been asking for it for years. It looks like it's happening, is polyamory. people want to see polyamorous relationships. I'm personally not one of them, but a lot of people are. And if that's your thing, whatever floats your boat, as a good friend of mine used to say, to each their own. That's how I feel. Everyone's entitled to do whatever they like as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else, is the way I look at it. And as long as you are two consenting adults, that matters most of all. So basically, you want to swing from the chandeliers, have fun, go for it. But basically, that's something I know a lot of simmers wanted to see in this game. And this is something that I really like a lot, and that's dying from a broken heart, because that is a real life thing. There is a condition, you can look it up. It's called broken heart syndrome. And basically, it is exactly what you think it is. You become so sad that stress and grief just wears you down, and your body basically breaks down with it. And to see that happen in game, especially with life partners, one dies and the other is just grieving and missing that partner, that could be some unique storytelling there. And I'd love to see that expanded further. Of course, there could also be a glitch where, that happens, someone's sad, and then they drop dead 5 minutes later. So if that happens, I could see a glitch like that occurring. But overall, I do think that I like that touch. I really do. So, this pack also with the interactions, I'm with a lot of simmers that are saying cuddling in bed should not be locked behind a paywall. I think we all universally agree with that. That should be a base game feature. That should not be locked behind a paywall. And if it is, guys, come on. Really? Really, Sims team? What the hell are you doing? I just got to say that. That is not fair to us, your consumers, your loyal fan base, your loyal players who buy your games and support you. This is something you guys need to rethink, and I think you should. However, if it's too late to rethink that, then I think that you should maybe do something special for us. I'm just saying. Maybe like a free update with cars would be nice. I can hope. Hey, I can hope. 8 years, I still haven't given up the wish. I can hope. So that is, what I think of this leak. Now, again, we have to say that this is a leak. It is alleged. It is not been confirmed. It is not the real deal. A lot of people are saying this is what's going to happen, and more than likely that is the case. Especially when it comes to Anadius on these leaks. He's pretty much, or they've been pretty much on the money when it comes to the leaks. And I have seen that. I do believe that. But we do need to say that this is alleged, because they could turn around and say, nope, you got it all wrong. That's not it at all. That's a possibility. The other thing is, are these leaks planned? Do these leaks happen on purpose? Are they doing this to get our hopes up, knowing that a trailer is right around the corner? Who's to say? Could be a possibility. And on the other side of the coin, is it negligence? Is it somebody not ticking a box and allowing somebody to enter that box and pull out the information? That is possible as well. It could be a lot of different things at work. You don't know. But the thing is that if this is true, what's coming out in all of this news we've been seeing today, and I wish I had jumped on this earlier. I was on a project. I didn't have time to address it. I had a million things I wanted to say about it. It was driving me crazy all day. So I got home. As soon as I had about an hour or two after I had dinner, I said, you know what? I'm going to jump on, make a video, talk about this, because I have to talk about this. And I think that this pack really needs to be stepped up from what we've been seeing. And I think on the release of this pack, you cannot put it out as a buggy mess. If you do that, Sims team, you are contradicting that statement you put out 2 weeks ago. And you are basically slapping your players in the face if that's the case. I know you guys work hard. I know that you guys really care about what you're doing. But please make sure this pack launches fluidly. I mean, a little bug, yeah, I can understand that. But a game-breaking bug like we saw in For Rent or My Wedding Stories dying out, that is not acceptable, and you need to do better than that. So please do that. And I'm going to wrap it up right here. And if you like what you heard today, like, share, subscribe, click notifications down below so you always know when I'm coming out with new content. I'd like to thank you for subscribing. We just hit a milestone. We got to 50 subscribers and we're going to 100. And after that, we're going even further. And I promise you that I am going to be the type of creator who gives back to you in some way, shape, or form. And I will do my best for you. So I thank you all for subscribing. All of your subscriptions mean a lot. You mean a lot. Every time I see a comment, every time I see a like, every time I see a share, it's all because of you. I thank you profusely. Until next time, this is Jen, the GXSimmer. I hope you have a terrific day or night wherever you are. Take care. Bye-bye.